I know some of these teachers would be like this. Be positive? Come on, man, we work with teenagers. Be positive? Sure, what is that, a blood type? Be positive. Hey, you laugh? Can you go home and look at your homework and think positive?
No.
You want to grow one time? No. Hey, you after coming to school Friday like this? Hey, here's my homework. And the teacher looks at you like this. Man, you should have turned this in last week when it helped out. What the? What is this? That's my homework. There's nothing on here I thought positive. And then, let me say this. Motivation doesn't come from the speaker. Motivation comes from effort, but effort has to come from you. I needed you yesterday, seniors, juniors, I needed you. I was speaking the truth. And freshmen and sophomores looking at me like this. I was like this. You're going to graduate with friends, then you're going to graduate with one, maybe two real friends. Ooh, my seniors.
True.
I know that's right. I have freshmen and sophomores. I said it to 1,200 kids. You're going to graduate with friends, then you're going to graduate with one, maybe two real friends. You should have saw these kids. They're like this. One girl looked at me like, I saw her across the goes, we'll see. I wish your junior was here. You'd go like this. You will see. Can I say it again? Everything starts with effort. This whole thing about kindness starts with effort. Seniors know this. Whatever you give out is what you're going to get back. I might start talking to you like I'm an adult because I know where I'm at. I know there's some students in here right now looking at me right now who live adult lives because somebody at home, just like the home I grew up in, was not giving me the support that some other students have. So they have to be the adult in their home. Come on, y'all, look over here. I know where I'm at. I used to live in Chico when I was going to school. One thing I didn't understand was people in Paradise was giving Chico way too much credit. There's great things here. It's all about what you make it. I love that Hannah said something about the teachers. Teachers, if I'm wrong, you can correct me. But one thing I know about all teachers, especially the ones up here, is this, and it's not because of recent events. I'll say it anyway. They don't get paid enough money. They don't get paid what they're worth. I was in Oklahoma. One kid said this. I think they get paid enough money. I go, really? Why don't your parents a teacher then? Then I said this. Teachers, you're going to love this. 1,500 kids in Oklahoma. I said this. Raise your hand if you're going to be a teacher. 10 hands went up fast. Boom! Everybody in the gym started laughing. Ah! They laughed so bad, 6 of the hands did this. Okay. 4 hands stayed up, and I said, hey, y'all laughing because y'all thinking this. Why would I be a teacher? I don't want to teach kids like this. They started laughing, and I said, you need to rethink that. Why? Because these kids are you.
Who did?
Go ahead, man. Please, over here. I'm not saying it because they're here. I said it yesterday in the building. They don't get paid what they're worth. They need the people they love the most to come do what they love. If you look over to the side, you look at the bleachers, they will be sitting with you. But this is high school. It'd be super awkward. Why don't the teachers sit? You ever try to do that? Kids looking at you like this? She's sitting next to me. Remember you said, hey, what you said when you were a little kid? Remember when you were a little kid, whenever you were normal? When you saw your teacher, you loved your teacher, you were like, that's my teacher! Hey, I got a 7-year-old. He saw his teacher up there in the supermarket. He goes, Daddy, here's Miss Baloo. I said, no, boy, get over here. She don't want to talk to you. He goes, no, she wants to talk to me. I said, she's with her family. She goes, oh, she's my favorite teacher. I said, she don't even know you, Brendan. He goes, no, Daddy, she loves me. I said, hold on to the basket. He goes, no. He ran up to that lady. Ah! Jumped to that lady like, yeah! He's like, get your kid off me. Some of you not laughing. Why? Because whenever you see your teacher outside of town, you don't look at him like this when you see him somewhere there on the wall like a supermarket. You don't look at him like this. Hey, no matter what I'm having a boyfriend or girlfriend, you ever see that? You got a boyfriend? You got a man? That's your man? No, and you see your teacher, you be like this. Your dad be like, hey, what's going on, man? My teacher's over here. Go say hi. Let's go this way. I've seen teachers go like this. Hey man, let's go in the Foot Locker. Oh, we can't go in there. Why not? One of my kids in here. Come on man, you ain't got kids. No, that's one of my students. What does that mean? Let's go this way. Hey, let me say it again. Can I say this? That's somebody's mom, that's someone's dad, that's someone's aunt, that's someone's uncle. If you said something bad about my wife, my two boys will get into you. And they should get into you. Because we don't let anybody do that to family. Well, that's somebody's family right there. So the whole, you ask a junior or senior, their relationships gotten better with teachers because they realize that they're more than teachers. And here's the last thing, tell me if I'm wrong. You don't get paid what you're worth, in my opinion. You leave the people you love the most to come do what you love, meaning that you're a family member. And the last thing is this. If my clock is right, in about 25 minutes, you're going to clap for a man you don't even know. Thank you. When was the last time they clapped for you? Okay, watch this. Hey, let's give this young man a big round of applause. All right, come on. Mr. B, I got a little son named Brandon. We call Mr. B because he owns the house. He just don't pay rent. So Brandon, okay, let me say this. Why don't you calm this young man down? When I looked up there, I saw that he had a good vibe about himself. I saw that he was giving me a good vibe. I saw that he had no fear. What was fear? False evidence appearing real. I saw that he didn't fear me. He has no fear about other people. You can correct me whenever I'm wrong. False evidence appearing real. Walking on your campus, looking at people going, I don't like her. I'm going to straighten that out right now and say this. You don't even know her. Those people, what kind of comment is that? Oh, he does drugs. He's out there partying. He's drinking. Hey, man, you know what? Don't be throwing stones at people. Stop comparing. Because someone has lost their way at this school, it does not mean they won't find their way back. And I know I've been lost. And I've come back because a lot of other people. Yeah, I'm using them as an example. We should not fear each other. We should not fear adults. Get away with that false evidence appearing real. Granted, the hard thing about it though is this. Some people have been taught fear. I know I was taught fear. When I came up to Chico, my mom said this to me. Why are you going to go all the way from LA up there? I said, this man said that he's going to help me out. I can live with him and his family. She goes, Keith, don't you trust that man? I said, why not? She goes, he don't know what we're going through. He don't know how we have it. In fact, I bet he wants something from me. So I came up to Chico going, oh, this man wants something from me. 2 years later, I found out this. Hell, I didn't have anything. How can you want something from someone who don't have anything? Let me say it again. Get away from that fear. Why would you trust that white man? That's what I was told. Why would you trust those people to live down there? That's what I was told. And can I say it again? You know why so many times, not just at school, but schools struggle so much? Here's why. People don't follow what you say. People follow what people do. I got a whole bunch of friends who are dead and locked up because they lived in fear. My family has been locked up because they lived in fear. My sister didn't follow one word my mom said. She just followed exactly what she did. And you know what? Paradise, prove me wrong. People don't follow what you say, but they follow what you do. Prove me wrong. Please, everybody in here, do exactly what I say. Please. Put your right hand up in the air just like this. Only if you have on deodorant. If you don't have on deodorant, listen. Start going like this, start going like this. Ladies, don't go there. Look, I can tell you're older. I got the older girls in the front like this. Hey! Go back this way. Where to go, y'all? Go back this way. Cool, look up here. Real quick, put it right under your chin. Cool, now watch this. Seniors, you better get this right. Is that your chin? Is that your chin? Brother, if that's your chin, that's some scary stuff. We call this the chin. We call this the chin. Boy, hands down, hands up. Woo! I love that attitude. I said, put your hands up. I had kids that get me like this. You put your hands up. Then I had to correct the guys. Put your hands up if you have deodorant. All the boys are like, oh man, you got it. Then I said it too long. People don't follow what you say, they follow what you do. You look at me like this. Oh man, this is stupid. Then I said, put it under your chin. You look at me like you do something. Then I said, is that your chin? You should have saw your face. You're like, hey. One of the brothers over here did this. Is that your chin? Can I say it again? People don't always follow what people say. Some people follow what people do. So if you come up to the school and you see someone being disrespectful, if you come up to the school and you see someone being extremely unkind, being rude, being a jerk, if you come up here and you see someone backstabbing other people, spreading rumors, saying things about what's not true, a lot of that is because that's what they've been taught. Please look over here. It's not just their fault. I'm not using that as an excuse, but I'm saying this. They said in Chico State, they said this: what you see is what you believe is what you achieve. So if I go home and I don't see any hope, if I go home, it's always fighting. If I go home and I'm dealing with adult issues, if I go home and I see a man putting hands on my mom, if I go home and know we're going to get kicked out by the end of the month, if I go home and it's all about, getting yours, if I go home and it's taught, don't respect people if they don't respect you, give them what they give you. If I go home and that's what I've been taught, I'm going to bring it up to the high school. I had a lot of fighting. I used to sit in the back and go, this is stupid. Until some loving teacher looked at me and said, don't you ever say that is stupid again. I looked at her and I said, why? She goes, what do you think is what you're going to become? And you ain't stupid. Someone said there's some people here at disadvantage. Come over here, let me say this. I come from disadvantage. So let me say this to you if you think that's you. We might be born in disadvantage, but we don't have to stay there. I hated it when I came up here. From LA to Chico, I hated it. It was so much change, I hated it. And every time I went back down to LA, I looked around and I said this, you know what? What? I don't want to live here anymore. I'm out of here. There's a better life up here. Can I say it again? People don't love change, but they love progress. But how can you have progress if you don't have any change? I'm going to say it again. I was taught the wrong things. I have to relearn some things. One thing I relearned is this. Don't you ever give somebody what they give you. They mean mugging you. They're looking at you like they don't like you. They're looking at you like you're weird. They're looking at you like you're different. They're looking at you like you're below them. You know what you do? You do what this young man did. You keep showing them love. You keep coming out with positive energy. Can I say it again? Know who you are. If you don't know who you are in high school, someone's going to tell you who you are. You're ugly! That's your opinion. Why don't you care about our opinion? You're temporary. Why is he shaking his head and it's not even on Sunday? Why my man up here doing this? It ain't even on Sunday. He's shaking his head because he's going like this. That's true. So here we go. Got some teachers up in the cut. Okay? Give me one teacher in this room that you can see. Someone who's been like a real person to you, someone who's helped you, someone who's not just in school, obviously, but even outside of school. Give me one teacher. Who would that be? Okay, who's that? Come on, can you get that?
I'm speaking to my family. When I grew up, I was taught that people who look different than me was not family. So that's how I was treating people. What I found was this. I was around some people who were very unhappy. I was around some people who had not a lot of hope. I was around a lot of people who did not care. What I had done is this. I had to change that. I knew I couldn't always change other people, but I could change myself, so I surrounded myself with people who were different than that. This is my family. God bless America. I'm speaking to them. I'm pouring my heart out. I'm not saying anything to them that I won't say to my own kids. And I got 3 kids. You seniors know that. Any, many, mighty, there won't be no mo. Okay? So I still got the kids. So all I want the family to realize is this. It is not me. Why should everybody matter? It ain't easy for anybody. It ain't easy for these people over here. And it ain't easy for you. So why let it all get to you? You know, why would you let it control you? Why would you let it shape your behavior and dictate how mean you're going to be to somebody else? You don't have to be that way. You are who you choose to be. So I saw this young man, like a lot of other young people out there, just no fear, just real, positive energy. And then I saw him with some of his friends. You know what somebody said the other day? They said this: show me your friends and I'll show you your future. I don't care what anybody did. This world is already there. I saw a freshman today and she goes, "You came to my school." I said, "Where's your school?" She goes, "McGilligan." I said, "I've been there before you long jumped through that town." She goes, "Yeah, we remembered you. It was cool." I said, "What's up?" She goes, "I got to go home. I'm sick, but I wish I was here." I said, "Well, thank you for saying that to me." She goes, "Why?" I said, "I might forget what you said, but I will never forget the way you made me feel." Please look over here. I've said some horrible things to people. Some very hateful things to people. And I can't take any of it back. Because people still felt a certain way. So what I learned is this: if I can say those hateful things to people, I can also say these great things to people. And it doesn't even matter if these people don't remember what I said. But it does matter how you make people feel. Those are words. You about to graduate, brother. You're getting out of here. That's cool. Look at some seniors out there going, "I'll be more happier than that." If you are graduating today, and this is the last man you will see on this campus, last person, and you only have one year because you were leaving, what would you say?
Past few years that you've been teaching here, it's been a great experience. You have being a teacher, you came in, took care of us, and have good. And just want to thank you for that.
That's why we do it, right? What are you feeling right now?
I feel wanted. I feel that, it's a hard thing to do what we do, and like to see that people care is the reason we keep coming back to you guys. Because we love you like you love us.
I'm sorry. If someone says something up here and you're feeling it, if someone says something you agree, if someone says something you value it, if someone says something you like this, preach! Like my man over here saying. If someone says something, you can snap when they're saying it. How you feel?
Good.
I heard you say something that I don't hear a lot of people say. Can I ask you this before you leave? You said you love him? Why do you love him?
Because you are who you are. And you guys have potential. And we have the opportunity to help you realize who you are and who you want to be and how you become those people.
Yeah, here we go. Some people are like, I can't snap. Check it out one more time. Let me just say this before you leave. What you give out is what you give back. You can't give something you don't have. You have kindness in you. You have respect in you. You have acceptance in you. 2 years ago, we saw two women holding hands and they were hugging each other at the stoplight, and my little son said this, Daddy, those two ladies are over there hugging each other. And I explained it and I talked about how much they love each other. And you know what, probably about 3 months ago, we came to Chico, two ladies were holding hands and they're walking across the street, the crosswalk, and we're walking towards them, going in the opposite direction. And then my kids did this. My little boy was like, hey, how you doing? I said, honestly, you don't know. You just talk to anybody, don't you? He goes, Daddy, those people are cool. He's my first grade. Let me just say this again. Progress. Change. Be good to people. But they're not like me. Cool! What does that mean? They're not normal. Everybody, stop being so normal. What did the teacher say? I love you. Who says that? Teachers who are not normal, the ones who are abnormal, who say, I love these students. Why? They love me. What you give out is what you're going to get back. Kindness does matter. You guys need a bro hug. Oh, that's check this out. Stay there. Where my seniors at? Where my seniors? Seniors, where you at? Give me some more. Okay, here we go. Somebody's talking. Hey, I want to say this. Believe it or not, Paradise, you don't believe this, but I'm going to just say it anyway. I was in Oklahoma and they gave me 1,200 sophomores. Don't ask me why. 1,200 sophomores. I looked at one girl and I said this to her in front of 1,200 sophomores. I said, I need a volunteer. She goes like this. She was like, cool shoes. I knew she was scared. I was like, okay. So I saw her right in front of me. I said, can you come up here? And then she did this to me. The girl in the middle, she goes like this. I said, no, can you come up here? She said, teacher, you ever see the kids who don't know their answer, they just stare at you? She made me feel so awkward. I was like, okay. So I saw her over here. I did this to the ladies. I did this. I said, hey, you right here. Come up here. She yelled this out. She goes, you do it. I said, dang, that's funny. Hey, first of all, your name? Julia. The number one reason why most people at that school do not want to come up here, and I'm not going to say most people at this school because they're super abnormal and super cool, but let me say this. They're scared. They're scared that we're going to judge them. They're scared that we're going to talk about them. And they're scared because everybody's looking at them. So check this out. You go to high school in America. What does that mean? They're going to judge you anyway. Can I say it again? Watch this. Those who talk behind your back will always be behind you. Trust me. Can I say this? They're going to look at you. You need to figure out what's permanent and what's temporary. Why are you retaliating? Why are you getting back on social media saying something after they said it? Can I say this 2 years ago? I was in Toronto, going across customs, going into Canada, and the border agent said, why are you here? I said, I'm here to see my mentor. He goes, what is he mentoring you on? I said, being a husband, being a father. He goes, you're married? Then I put the circle of life, which I got from Costco with Chico. And then he looked at me, he goes, you have kids? I said, I have 3 kids. Any, many, mine, and one, you know, I only said that because he looked so mean. And then he said this. and you don't even make a comment about it. He goes, all by the same woman? I said, what did you just say to me? He goes, you heard what I just said to you. I am asking you, are those 3 kids all by the same woman, or do you have kids all over? Years ago, I would have cussed him out. Years ago, I would have gave him exactly what he gave me. Paradise, years ago, I didn't know who I was. I know there are men in this country who have left their kids and their family, but that is not me. I come from that. If anything, one thing I do want to do before I leave this earth is be a phenomenal dad. Be there for your kids. Know that you're not involved with them, but be committed. What that man said to me upset me, but I didn't allow it to dictate who I am. What am I saying to you? What I'm saying to you is this. Kindness matters. Let me take it to another step. Acceptance matters. But you're not going to find acceptance out here. Acceptance starts right here. If you don't accept yourself, how can other people accept you? Look at this. I remember like this. People don't like me. You don't like you. Please look over here. How can we like you when you really deep down inside don't like you? You're not perfect. Ladies, stop comparing. Whenever you compare yourself with another girl at the school, somebody's going to end up better and somebody's going to end up less. And it's not just the ladies. Fellas, stop complaining. So what if he can do that? Everybody in the school has a gift. I don't believe that. What you think is what you become. It's kind of hard to believe what I'm saying, though, when it's all about academics, isn't it? My little son, my middle son, named Jalen Maurice Hawkins, we call him Jay Hawkins, that's sick. He's ranked number 7 in the state of California for AAU basketball, 12U basketball. You know how I feel about that? I don't even care. But you know what I told him today on the phone? I said, hey, Jay Hawkins, yeah, Daddy, when you get to school, make sure you help somebody. Oh, you know I will, Daddy. Hey, work hard. Okay, Daddy. And you know what? Have fun. Okay, Daddy. Today when I leave the school, I'm going to the phone, I'm going to text J-Hawk, yeah? Did you work hard? Yeah. Who did you help? He always has something to say. I helped Ariana. How'd you help her? Daddy, she fell off the monkey bars, and all my friends started laughing, so I said, stop laughing. He's going to say it last time. I go, what did you do? He goes, I walked her to the nurse's office, and then I waited for her. And when she came back outside, we went outside and played soccer together. I think he likes her. I don't say anything. Okay, let me say it again. No more comparing. Everybody has a gift, and accept yourself. The reason why I called you up here, and I know we got to get out of here, but let me just say this. That was a student and a teacher. If you can name one person on this campus who's a student, who's made you feel accepted. Oh, Daddy. That was fast. Leslie, come on up here. Whoop. Okay, I know this will never happen, but let's make believe. If you never see her again, this is the last day you will see her. I know it's about to get awkward, but awkward is good because it means you're learning something. So, okay, you have 1 minute. What would you tell this young lady knowing what she's going for you? Here we go.
I'm just really grateful because we've grown up together, and I just throughout the whole years of high school, we've always made everybody feel so welcome, and you are so involved with everything, and welcoming all the freshmen is a really big thing, and
Is this love? How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel loved and just accepted. And I'm just doing, I don't know, what I want to do. So it's really cool to hear from someone.
Can I say it again? The young lady says this, it made me feel loved. Well, that's what you said, you feel. What do you mean? What you give out is what you give back. The second thing is this, you do give a lot of love out to people. And I've been in the snaps, so it comes right back. So you're my example of what you give out is what you're going to give back. Can we give them both a big round of applause? You know what? I wish we had more time because I know some of you guys are talking about butt rock. We don't have a time for butt rock. For what? But we do have time for this. Please look over here. Here's what I do believe. The reason why I think we should all be kind to each other is this. Somehow, some way, we're all connected. When I came out with this little vase, I had some seniors look up here like, oh yeah. When you were in 7th grade, you said this to me. That was cool, but we'll never see you again. Isn't it kind of interesting how somehow, some way, we're all going to see each other again? Why am I saying be good to each other? The reason why is because if this canister represents a human being, this canister has scratches on it, it has dents in it. Sometimes people get lost. Sometimes people just struggle. Sometimes people are born in situations that they didn't choose. Let me just say this. They say it shouldn't be any assumptions. Paradise, assume this. Somebody right now in this school is having the worst day of their life, or the worst night last night, or a bad morning, and then they see you. And that's something that people don't think about. So instead of not smiling, hiding. I don't care if that kid can play basketball, but I do care that he goes to school and he's good to people. On the inside of this canister, there's water. If the water represents the dreams, the hope, the faith, anybody's future, if it represents real friends, all I'm trying to say is this. Sometimes people don't even believe that. Sometimes people don't think they have a dream. Sometimes people compare themselves with people at school. They don't think they're smart enough. They don't think they're good enough. Even when I say that they have a gift, they looked at me like, are you kidding me? And I'm looking at you and I'm saying this. I know what it's like to feel empty. I know what it's like not to care. But I also know this. It's not the stuff on the outside all the time that defines who you are. Maybe it's the stuff on the inside. But that's all about